Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Celebrity Tarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. And thank you for those of you who've been booking readings with me. It is truly appreciated, okay? So guys, your girl's Patreon channel is up and running. So if you would like to support your girl, you'll be able to find a link in the description box below. I do post 2 exclusive videos per week, so go check it out if you feel called to. Now, before we dive in, if you've been loving the energy here, I have created a collection of spiritual ebooks and printable workbooks to help you along your journey. From manifestation rituals to love journal prompts, these tools are designed to help you align, heal, and rise. You'll be able to find a link in the description box below or on my Patreon channel under the shop tab. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be about how do people secretly feel about you. So pile number 1, you're going to be the smoky quartz crystal. Pile number 2, you're going to be the tiger's eyes crystal. And pile number 3, you're going to be the green aventurine crystal. So again, pile number 1, smoky quartz crystal. Pile number 2, tiger's eyes crystal. And pile number 3, the green aventurine crystal. So pause this video if you must and meditate on the card or the crystal that you feel most drawn to. You'll be able to find your timestamps in the description box below, and I'll see you guys at your pile. Hi pile 1, welcome to my channel. This is Celebrity Tarot back at you again with another video. So my pile number 1, you picked the smoky quartz crystal, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So my pile number 1, how do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel about you? Alrighty, we have the Death card. They feel like you're someone who has a laser focus, somebody who's resilient, and somebody who's powerful. Also intimidating. You have a strong presence to you, and people, yeah, like people are drawn to your energy, okay? Your powerful energy, but some people are also intimidated by it because you have like a presence to you. How do people secretly feel about you? Ooh, we have the Ten of Cups. This is really nice. People feel safe in your energy. They secretly feel like there's like some sort of rapport, emotional rapport with you with the Ten of Cups. Like you feel like family, you feel like home, because the Ten of Cups could represent home, family unit, okay? Emotional purity. We have the Seven of Cups. People secretly feel like there's many layers to you, okay? You have a lot of depth to you with the Seven of Cups. Like there's so many layers, like people can't put their finger on it. You could be a Pisces here, don't have to be, but heavily water. You could be a water sign. We are in Cancer season as well, so you could definitely be about a water sign. How do people secretly feel? We have the Ten of Swords. People secretly feel like you're someone who's gone through a lot of hardship, okay? A lot of betrayal. Like you're very cautious when it comes to your emotions. Like, yes, you make people feel at ease, you make people feel at home, you make people feel safe with the Seven of Cups and the Ten of Cups, like you're emotionally welcoming. You have a lot of depth to you. There's many layers. It's soft, but there is also this energy of like guardedness or hurt or trauma that you may carry with you without realizing that some people, well, people that could sense that, the 10 of swords, are people that are receptive as well. It could be other water signs, right? So those people, especially if they're water signs, they could sense that you've gone through hardship with the 10 of swords, that you carry a lot on your back. Like you're not somebody who is easily swayed or manipulated. Okay, but you're also somebody who has strong boundaries because of what you've been through. So how do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel? Yeah, they feel like you're someone who's extremely talented with the magician. You could be a Gemini or a Virgo. Multifaceted here. You're resourceful, especially with the 10 of swords. 10 of swords is Gemini energy. So you've gone through destruction and you were able to rebuild yourself from scratch. How do people secretly feel about you? We have the Knight of Swords. They feel like you're mentally sharp, mentally agile. Okay, you're witty. Yeah, like you're 10 step ahead of people mentally. Okay, how do people secretly feel about you? We have the 7 of Wands. Yeah, they feel like you have your guards up. You protect yourself. Okay, with the 7 of Wands, you protect your energy, you protect your resources, like you protect your time. Okay, with the 7 of Wands. Yeah, like you, but you're also a fierce protector of the people that you love. That's what they secretly, that's how they secretly feel about you. They feel like you're definitely boundaried up. Some people, they secretly feel like you're defensive, or like, I don't feel like you're defensive, my pal. Number one, I just feel like with the 7 of Wands, it's like when people trying to be slick, they want to stay slick, comment, and you're quick to catch it, and then they want to call you defensive, and it's like, okay, well, why did you say that? Like, they would say something slick out of their mouth, and then when you call them out, now you're the sensitive one. It's like, no, you said what you said, and you know how that sounded, and it's like now they want to take it back. They want to backtrack on what they said and make it seem like you're the one who's overreacting when in actuality they were dissing. Okay, with the 7 of Wands. How do people secretly feel about you? Yeah, we have the Temperance Justice card, Libran. You could be a Libran or a Libran, Leo, holy. You could definitely be a Leo. You could be a Libran, Virgo, Cusper, or a Libran, Scorpio, Cusper. Okay. Yeah, people secretly feel like you're someone that is um grounded, you're balanced, you're fair in your dealing. Okay, you operate it with integrity. You're not somebody who could be bought with the justice card. Like, no, you're gonna call people out. How do people secretly feel about you? Ooh, we have the King of Cups. Yeah, emotionally sovereign, emotionally intelligent, emotionally safe. That's why you have people that may come to you with their problems. They may come to you with, like, they pour out their hearts. They tell you their whole life story, okay, in one setting. I feel like people may trauma dump on you as well, like too much, like too often with the King of Cups. How do people secretly feel? Wow, they feel like you're genuine, that you have a big heart, that you have a heart of gold with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, like you're very soothing. That's how people secretly feel about you. Just be careful with that, because yes, it's fine to be soothing. There's nothing wrong with that, but don't overextend yourself to the point where people are just drinking from your cup, draining your cup, and then you have nothing left for yourself. Okay, just be careful with that. So how do people secretly feel about you? Yeah, we have Cancer energy. Okay, so if you are a Cancer and it's your birthday today, happy birthday. Okay, so with the Chariot energy, so with the Chariot, I'm getting like people secretly feel like you're someone. How do they feel about you? They feel like you are driven, that you're focused, laser focused, that you have momentum, ongoing momentum. You're someone who get things done, okay? You're reliable. You are strong willed and determined. That's how people secretly feel about you. We have Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, you're a wise one, the wise one. Like you're wise beyond your years. You're too knowledgeable, too wise. Okay, some people, they were trying to pull the wool over your eyes, but they realize that they can't do that with you. You're like always 10 step ahead. How do people secretly feel about you? We have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, they feel like you're someone who is bold, somebody who is daring, someone who's adventurous, okay? Somebody who hasn't lost their zest for life, their spark for life, even if you've gone through obstacles and challenges with the Ten of Swords. How do people secretly feel about you? We have Judgment. Yeah, they feel like you've gone through a lot of lessons. You've gone through a lot of hardship. There's something about hardship. Maybe you have like a heavy Saturn placement or something, like Saturn in the eighth house. Okay. Maybe you had a lot of issues with the finances or shared resources with others. Maybe you've like had to take care of other people, like elderly parents, okay, or maybe you had to take care of your grandparents. Maybe you're an orphan. There's something about hardship, okay, and something to do with finances, shared resources. With the Saturn energy, you had like a heavy placement, heavy, like, or maybe you're a single parent, okay, because like you shared resources, or like you may, like, if you have Saturn in the eighth house, or Capricorn in the eighth house, maybe you have both Capricorn and Saturn in the eighth house. That's like, holy moly, double whammy, okay? Like, yeah, like it's hardship, harsh lessons in relationships. Maybe you've experienced like partners that were irresponsible with money, so it would affect your resources, like people that would drain you financially. That's what I'm getting here. You may have had that experience. How do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel about you? Ooh, Eight of Cups. Emotionally withdrawn. That could have been because of what you've gone through. So you're unreachable emotionally. Like, you're genuine, okay? Like, when you care about other people, like, you care deeply, but you don't let people into your inner world, like your emotions. You could be very stoic, so people cannot really tell how you feel. And when you go through hardship, it doesn't show on your face. How do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel? Yeah, Four of Cups. Yeah, they feel like you've been disappointed one too many times in life, in love, in people, that you're very wary, okay? How do people secretly feel? Yeah, you see, Three of Swords, I'm telling you. I feel like it's people that want to be part of your life, that want to be your friend, that want to be get close to you, but because of the Seven of Wands and all these cups here, emotional disappointment that you've experienced, you're not open. Three of Swords, like, you're like, nah, I've been heartbroken before. You're quick to reject people with the Three of Swords. Okay? You have strong boundaries and high standards. How do people secretly feel about you? Holy. File number one, you're not playing. Seven of Wands again, like defensive. You have your guards up. You're like, heck to the no. Hell no. To the no, no, no. This is what I'm getting. Like, you're like, no. You have to earn your spot in my life. You can't just walk in and think that you own the place. And rightfully so. People have to earn a spot in your life. Like, yo, it's a privilege to know you. Okay? So, no, I don't blame you for being like that. How do people secretly feel about you? We have the Page of Cups. You see, they feel like there is a deep, vast world, vulnerability, sensitivity, okay, purity of the heart. That's how they feel about you, but you're protecting that fiercely with the Seven of Wands here twice, because you've been heartbroken before, you've been rejected before, you've been betrayed before, but you haven't hardened your heart. Like, you're not cold, but you're very reserved and very protective of your inner world. Okay, so how do people secretly feel about you? Just one card, please. How do people secretly feel? We have, yeah, the Hermit. Like, you prefer to spend most of your time alone. You could definitely be a Virgo, because we have Virgo here twice. Okay, with the Magician. So yeah, like, you're someone who is prudent. That's what people secretly feel about you. Like, you're extremely prudent, discerning, cautious. How do people secretly feel? Yeah, Ace of Swords. They feel like you're someone who speaks the truth. You see things clearly. It's hard to deceive you. How do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel about you? Wow, Five of Swords. Some people, they could feel some type of way about like the fact that you're very closed off, or you're very protective of your energy, your time, and your resources. These are people that feel entitled to your energy. They feel like, why do you feel like you should be able to like protect your energy? And it's like, why not? Like the things that people do and the things that they say, it's like it doesn't make sense. Why would somebody not protect their energy? Like, especially if you're a woman here, people expect, like, society expect women to be like soft, feminine, welcoming, warm. It's like, no, we shouldn't be like that, because there's a lot of predators out there. So no, like, what the heck? We say to children to don't talk to strangers, but we say to women to be open and like feminine. Like, hello. You know what I mean? Like, yo, women and children are the most vulnerable, and the elderly. And we're saying to children, oh, don't talk to strangers, but we want women to be open when we know there's predators and we know who the predators are. Okay? Like, let me not get to it, okay? But like, come on now. Okay? Like, we have to protect ourselves from the predators, and we can't be open. Do you think that you're gonna tell the bunny, the rabbit, to be open to the lion? No. The bunny has to protect himself from the lion. Okay, so it's the same thing. So how do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel about you? We have the Two of Wands. Okay, they feel like you're someone that makes plans, that plan things for the future, because we have a seed here. Okay, you're someone who makes choices, the right choices for yourself. Okay? How do people secretly feel about you? Wow. Okay, they feel like you're resourceful. Independence, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are mad at you for being independent, especially if you're a woman. Oh, why don't you smile more? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Like, boy, bye. Like, with all the stuff that's going on in the world, you have to protect yourself, whether you're a woman or a man. But like, obviously women need a lot more protection than men do. Okay, because like I said, let me not get there because I don't want people to be mad at me for saying this, but it's the truth though. Like, you can't be mad at me for stating the obvious. Okay, so how do people secretly feel about you? Wow, Ten of Swords again. Yeah, they feel like you've had a lot of hardship, a lot of heartbreak, and like I said, because maybe before you were too open, too friendly, too welcoming. And then, the predators, they see this. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to want to attack you. They're going to want, like, you're going to be the perfect victim. Okay? And you don't want to be the victim. So that's all I have for you, my pal number one. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number one. Bye. Hi, Belle 2. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot by Kachu again with another video. So, my pal number 2, you picked the Tiger's Eyes crystal, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So, my pal number 2, how do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel about you, my pal number 2? How do people secretly feel about you? We have the Seven of Pentacles. So they feel like you're someone worth investing in, someone who's delicate, someone who is methodical. That's how they feel about you. They feel like you're someone who's patient too, resourceful. How do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel about you? Wow, we have the devil. Ooh, people feel sensually drawn to you. Okay, with the devil. There's an attachment, there's an obsession, okay, with you. They feel like obsessed, stuck. You have exes from years ago that haven't moved on, even if they're married or they have a new spouse or a new partner or whatever. They're still stuck on you. They're obsessed with you. You have a lot of stalkers, a lot of like eyes on you with the devil. People are like obsessed with your energy, drawn to your energy, stuck on you. They can't move on. They feel like you're so irresistible. Okay, we have the moon card. People feel like there is like this mysticism, this allure. Some people may even feel like you put a spell on them, okay, because of like how obsessed they are with you and they can't move on and they can't stop thinking about you, your energy, okay, with the moon card and the devil, because these two together can represent spell work. But I'm not getting like you do spell on people. Just feel like your energy is so captivating. That's how people secretly feel about you. You're captivating. You're irresistible. You're alluring. Like they can't get enough of you. Okay. How do people secretly feel about you? Ooh, ooh. Somebody feels rejected with the Five of Swords. Somebody's ego is bruised because you refuse them. You refuse somebody's advances, or somebody wanted to date you, or yeah, I feel like somebody's advances, somebody who feels like they can get any girl or any man they want. This is somebody who has a lot of money. This is somebody who's cocky. They feel like they could buy people, and you're like, I'm not for sale. And then you and it's not only that, it's the fact that you're so attractive, so alluring to this person that like they've never been denied. That's one. And two, they find you extremely attractive. So it's like for them, they feel entitled to you. They are obsessed with you. This is somebody who has controlling issues, okay? This is somebody who's pissed. Some people secretly feel defeated or inadequate in front of you with the Five of Swords. How do people secretly feel about you? Yeah, they feel like you're somebody who is anointed, somebody who is chosen, somebody who has a lot of potential, okay? Growth, expansion. How do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel about you? We have the Page of Pentacles. People secretly feel like you're someone who's very practical, grounded, methodical, but also very I'm gonna like with this Page of Pentacles, like you're someone who is very cautious, okay? You're someone who doesn't like to do things too fast. You like to take your time. You like to be take your precaution before you take a leap, before you invest too much of your time, okay? So how do people secretly feel about you? Wow, they secretly feel like you're someone who's generous, somebody who gives a lot, somebody who has a lot to offer with the Six of Pentacles, okay? Like more than you're receiving. How do people secretly feel about you? Ooh, nervous. Yeah, some people, they're secretly stuck in fear, trapped in fear when they think of you. Some people may secretly feel like you're trapped in a situation as well, or some sort of like in predicament, because we also have the devil. The devil could also represent entrapment, right? So entrapment could be like, a demanding job, or heavy family responsibilities, or like a legacy. So this could represent like, the devil could represent like someone who has inherited their family business, and now they feel stuck, they feel trapped, like they have to, like maybe their family business is going through a restructuring, or they could be going through a period where the finances are shaky or rocky, but they have some sort of duty to the family legacy, so they can't just leave. This could be something like that you could be involved in with the Eight of Swords and the devil. Some of you people could secretly feel that about you, that you are in a predicament. It could also be your financial advisor, especially if like this financial advisor was the same financial advisor that was advising your father, okay, or your mother, whoever was like the CEO or the chairman of the business, okay? Something like that. But I feel like some of you may be going through that right now. Like you have a family legacy that you've inherited, and now you feel stuck, you feel trapped because it's a lot. It's not like, not necessarily that the business is going under, but it's a lot of work, a lot of pressure. You have a lot of people that you have to take care of. Like, a lot of people depend on you. There could be that energy too. So how do people secretly feel about you? But they feel like you're handling it well, though, with the eight of swords. Even if you're going through it and you're in that element, that energy, you're still like handling it very well. We have the Queen of Cups, like you're emotionally intelligent. That's how they secretly feel about you, especially in the way that you're handling the situations. Like if you are like the heir to the organization, I feel like something like that, and you're pressured, like it's a lot of work. And maybe some people that were like the older generation may question your leadership because you're younger, and then you may not have that much experience, so they feel like you may not be the best person for the job. So it's like a lot of like things going on, especially if you're a man here. Okay, the elders may be questioning you, like the stakeholders, the other stakeholders, or the investors. They may be like worried about you because like you're younger, less experienced. Okay, and like maybe the company, like your father's like legacy, like the company may have like multi-million dollar, like a big company, right? So you have to handle that money, so they might question your authority. So how do people secretly feel about you? We have the Six of Swords. They secretly feel like you're someone who does not hold grudge. You move on to calmer waters. You always find a solutions to move a situation ahead. I really feel like this is business related for you, my pal number two. It could be like your career. It doesn't have to be like your family legacy. For some of you, you may have received VP or senior like CFO or a position that's like high within the organization, but you might be the youngest in this position or the youngest to ever hold this position. So the people that are older, that have been there longer, they may question your judgment. Okay, you may feel pressure. Okay, so how do people secretly feel about you? Ooh, bounce. Okay, didn't I say, guys? I can't make it up. You see, I'm telling you, Emperor energy. But they secretly feel like you do have what it takes. They're just like, some of them, they're just questioning you, pushing you, or testing you, testing your capabilities. Okay, but they definitely secretly feel like you have what it takes to be in the position that you're holding right now. Okay, so how do people secretly feel? Yeah, Four of Wands. Yeah, they secretly feel like you're someone who is very stable. You are just being given the opportunity to demonstrate those skills. You're being given the opportunity to do that right now. So how do people secretly feel about you? Ooh, we have the Star. They feel like you're unique. You're different. You're innovative. Okay, so if this is like really work related for a lot of you, because I feel like it is, pile number two, or like if it's not work related, it's like, yeah, definitely work related and career and legacy. Something about your legacy, your family legacy. Okay, you're doing things a little bit different than what they're used to, and especially if they're like the old heads, they're they're not used to change, right? They like things how it was before because it's like they're used to it. They it's like a form of control, and it's security for them because it's like predictable, while you're coming in with fresh new idea, new energy, and they're like, they're not really feeling it, but it's not, it doesn't necessarily mean that your approach is wrong. It's just that they're not ready for the change. They like how things are because it's beneficial for them. Okay, not for you. How do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel about you? Ooh, self-sufficient, independent with the Nine of Pentacles. Dependable, reliable, trustworthy. This is what I'm getting here with the Nine of Pentacles energy. Luxurious, self-made. Yeah, I feel like because you're extremely independent and resourceful, they could have an issue with that. So they secretly feel like you're someone who is a pioneer. You're a trailblazer. You take initiative and you're bold in your direction in life, okay? You're not somebody who sits on the sideline and allow life to pass you by. How do people secretly feel about you? Just one card, please, Spirit. We have the World card, accomplished. Yeah, they secretly feel like you're someone who has a lot of experience, a lot of wealth of knowledge that you're willing to share. And I feel like the elders are not ready for that. How do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles, methodical, hardworking with the Eight of Pentacles. They feel like you're somebody who is meticulous, perfectionist here as well. Craftsmanship, yeah, like hard work. You're also task oriented, result oriented. How do people secretly feel about you? Yeah, Ten of Wands. They feel like you're someone who brings a lot of challenge. Okay, you challenge how things are being done. You're proposing different solutions. Okay, you're thinking outside the box, but they definitely secretly feel like that you're a challenge. Okay, how do people secretly feel about you? Just one card, please, Spirit. Just one. How do people secretly feel? Ooh, okay, my pal number one. Six of Wands, victorious, notoriety, successful. Okay, they definitely see you elevating the organization or bringing success and abundance to the organization, but they secretly feel like you're someone who's destined for greatness. They know that. How do people secretly feel about you? We have the Page of Wands. They secretly feel like you're inspiring, that you're bold, you're creative. How do people secretly feel about you? Ooh, we have the World card again. Accomplish. Yeah, completion. Okay. You're moving on to the next chapter. You've reached the top. They secretly feel like you've accomplished something major. You reach a specific milestone that now you are going on to the next level. How do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel? Ooh, Ten of Cups. They feel like emotionally connected to you. Like you do have a lot of followers. You have a lot of people that are on your side, that support you, that see you as a source of inspiration, because we have the Star. It may not be the elders, like I said, because they are rigid. They want things to be in a certain way, or they have a certain methodology that may not be in alignment with where you're going and what you're trying to accomplish. But you do have the respect of certain elders because they see what you're trying to accomplish. They see what you're trying to do, okay? And they kind of see the vision, but it's just like they could be skeptical a little bit about like how you're going to bring it to fruition, but they see it. We have the Four of Swords. They secretly think that you're someone who puts things to rest and builds something new. You have the ability to see things from different perspective. I'm getting like Hangman energy as well. And you're not somebody who stays stuck in the past. So this is like people that are like stuck in their ways. So how do people secretly feel about you? Just one card, please, Spirit. How do people secretly feel? How do people secretly feel? Just one card. Holy. How do people secretly feel about you? Ooh, 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 ooh. The Devil. Ooh, and this one is temptation. If you have this deck, you know what I'm talking about. The Devil in this deck is pure lust and temptation. I'm telling you, you have people that are secretly obsessed with you. Okay? They feel drawn to you. They like your drive, especially if whether you're a woman or a man, you're like, ooh, you do have a lot of suitors. That's all I gotta say, okay? You have a lot of people that are drawn to you, sensually drawn to you, okay, attracted to your physical appearance. They feel like your temptation. Like, no, they can't. How do people secretly feel about you? Ace of Swords, guys, I can't make it up. I'm telling you, they feel like your temptation. But they also see you as somebody who's clear, who sees things clearly, who operates in integrity. That's how they secretly feel about you. Like, I feel like they keep their thoughts, their temptation to themselves with the Devil here, this Devil. But I did see temptation at the beginning of the read, and now we have the card, the exact Devil, temptation. Okay, lust. Okay, there's a lot of people that lust after you. They feel drawn to you. But I feel like some of you, the reason why they're lusting after you as well is because you might be celibate or you might be a virgin. So your sexual energy is potent, extremely potent. And I feel like this is what you're using to create, because sexual energy is a creative energy, right? Because with when you're intimate with somebody, you could create a baby. So that creative energy is potent. It draws people in. People are like, they want that. And I feel like the longer you stay celibate, the stronger and more potent that energy gets. Or like if you're a virgin, same thing. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my pal number two. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number two. Bye. Hi, pal three. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot by Kachu again with another video. So, my pal number three, you picked the green adventurine crystal. And this is going to be your reading, okay? So, my pal number three, how do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel about you? So, my pal number three, we have the Ten of Wands. They secretly feel like you are burdened by responsibilities. You have a lot on your plate. You're someone who has so many things going on for yourself. But in addition to that, people secretly feel like you set the standard super high that it's unattainable for them. And they see you as a challenge, they see you as a burden. The way that you make things look so easy, you carry this workload, this load, whatever it is that you're carrying, you make it look so easy that when people try to do the same thing, they can't keep up. So they see you as a challenge, okay? How do people secretly feel about you? Oh, we have the Empress. They secretly feel like you are someone who's extremely abundant with the Empress energy. Abundant, beautiful, creative, resourceful. You could be a Libra or a Taurus. How do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel about you? Ooh, we have the Magician, Gemini, and Virgo energy. So you could be Libra, Virgo, Cusper, or Taurus, Gemini, Cusper. Don't have to be. But with the Magician energy, how people secretly feel about you, they feel like you're someone who is resourceful, someone who's creative, somebody who is extremely capable, competent, have so many skills under their belt, okay? I'm gonna like, you do have the Midas touch. That's how people secretly feel about you. Like everything you touch turn to gold. How do people secretly feel about you? Yeah, like they feel like you're someone who has a lot of opportunities. They also secretly feel like life has been generous to you because you were given so many opportunities, so many avenues to explore, where they feel like they were limited in their options or limited in their what was capable, what was available to them. But the thing is, you had to work really hard to create those opportunities. It didn't just come and knocking at your door. You had to make yourself extremely valuable in order to receive those opportunities. Okay, it didn't just come knocking at your door like they think it did. Okay, so how do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel? Five of Pentacles. They secretly feel like left out in the cold or neglected, or they feel like they're on the outside looking in into your life. They feel outcasted. They don't feel like welcomed or included into your world. So you might be somebody, you mind your business, you do your own thing, you stay in your lane, and you don't entertain other people. But people may see you as someone who has so many things going on for yourself. You have a very bountiful life with so many options, so many capabilities, so many availabilities to you. but they don't feel like they could have access to those same resources or opportunities that you have. They feel excluded. That's how they feel about you. They feel excluded. Like they feel like you're not as open or as welcoming as they were hoping you would be. How do people secretly feel? Yeah, Five of Swords. Ooh, mm-mm. They're not really happy about that. Yeah, somebody feels some type of way. Five of Swords, like angry with you. They feel like you think you're better than them because you don't want to hang with them. And it's like, well, you don't have to hang with people that you don't feel drawn to or you don't feel aligned to. That's just how life works. Like, why would you want to be around people just to be around people? And someone or a group of people might be like in their feelings about it, angry with you. Some people, they secretly feel irritated with you, like angry with the Five of Swords, defensive. How do people secretly feel? Yeah, they feel like you're someone who knows more. There's more to you than meets the eyes. You could be a Cancer here. And if you are a Cancer and it's your birthday today, happy birthday, okay? So with the High Priestess, I'm getting like, yeah, like someone or a group of people, they feel like you're very mysterious. That's how they feel about you. You don't let people in too easily. And like I was saying to pal number one, like if especially if you're a woman, like you can't be too friendly with people. Like that's how you become victims. Like come on, man. We see the news all the time. You see the news. Like we're not gonna act like no, we're not trying to point the finger at anyone, but we see the news. Like how many women get unalived by their partners or by other people because they establish boundaries, okay, or by other women because they're jealous of them or because of like a man. Like no, you have to be discerning, you have to be protective of your energy, you have to gatekeep, you have to, especially if you're attractive with the Empress. Like beauty is currency, and some people, they're going to want to hurt you because of the beauty, because they don't have it, whether it's a woman or a man, because they don't have that currency, they can't use it to have something, right? So they're going to hurt you or break your chance, cut your chances for you to use your beauty. Okay, so how do people secretly feel about you? Yeah, they know that you're mysterious. They know that you have some sort of spiritual gifts. That's how they feel about you. You're powerful. You're intimidating to certain people. They may call you a witch. Maybe you've been called a witch before by certain people. They want to demonize you. They want to call you Jezebel. That's what they do. And then, like, how they use the term Jezebel for promiscuous women, but Jezebel was not even a promiscuous woman. If you know Jezebel's story, she was not a promiscuous woman. That was not what she was. Like, that's not her archetype. If you know her story, she was a powerful woman, not a promiscuous woman. Okay, so with that energy, I'm getting like you're very powerful, and people could feel that. That's how they secretly feel about you. Like you have a innate power that is not like physical power where like you're physically strong, right? It's more spiritually, like your energy, your soul is powerful. How do people secretly feel about you? Yeah, you Four of Wands. So with the Four of Wands, what I'm getting here, people secretly feel like you're someone, yeah, like you're always celebrating. They feel like you have a like your life is very stable, but they're on the outside looking in, so they feel excluded from the stability. How do people secretly feel? Yeah, Four of Swords, disinterested, unbothered. Yeah, like yeah, they feel like you're unbothered, you're indifferent, you're not, you're resting in your laurels. Okay, so how do people secretly feel about you? We have Seven of Wands. Yeah, they feel like you're defensive. Like I said, as you should be. Okay, they have to earn a spot in your life, and that's how it should be. Okay, when you're applying for a job, you can't just say, oh, I'm a nice person, I should get the job. No, you have to qualify for that job. The employer does not care if you're nice. Okay, if you can't do the job, you can't do the job. Like, you know what I mean? They're not going to hire you. But it's the same thing for your life. You have to be selective. If you want to be treated in a certain way, you want to have certain experiences, you can't just let anybody walk to the door. You're not a 24/7 motel. Uh-oh. How do people secretly feel about you? Ooh, the King of Wands. They feel like you're bold. Some people, they secretly feel like you're arrogant or conceited, or you think you're better. Like I'm telling you, there's somebody who feels like you think you're better. They want to knock you down a peg. Especially, I'm telling you, if you're a woman, it's another woman. If you're a man, it's another man. They feel like they can't compete because they don't compare. You have amazing leadership qualities here. So how do people secretly feel about you? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they secretly feel like you're somebody who's grounded, methodical, loyal, okay, meticulous, but also prudent. The Knight of Pentacles takes his time. He doesn't rush the process. You're not going to pressure the Knight of Pentacles to do something he doesn't want to do. He's not going to do it. He's going to go at his own pace. If you say go fast, he's going to go even slower because you're not going to stress him out. He's not going to do it. Okay? If he has a plan and he's trying to get there, and he says it's going to take him 5 months to get to that goal, and you're trying to tell him to, oh, you could take this route or this route and this route, and it's going to get you there in 2 months, he's not going to do it because he said it's 5 months for me, and I'm going to take my time. I want to take my sweet ass time, and I'm going to, do it methodically, and I'm going to get there. But you're not going to rush me. You're not going to change my course. Okay? I'm going to go that way, and this is what I'm going to do. Okay? Some people may secretly feel like you're stubborn. How do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel about you? We have Judgment. Yeah, they secretly feel like you're discerning. You have a lot of experience under your belt. Ooh, Knight of Pentacles again. I can't make it up. Knight of Pentacles is here twice. I'm telling you, you're methodical. You're precise. You're dedicated, but you're, like I said, cautious. If you make you like you're somebody who maps out a plan. You see, he has a map, and the Pentacles is there. This is like the final destination, right? This is where he's trying to go, but he has to take all these steps to get to the map, right? So if you look at the illustration, he has to take all the steps to get to that pentacle. That's how you operate. You're going to take the necessary steps to get there, but you're not going to rush it. You're not going to try to cut corners or do some backflips just to get there faster. You're not going to do that. Mm-mm. How do people secretly feel about you? How do people secretly feel? We have the Seven of Cups again. They secretly feel like you have so many opportunities that are present or available to you that they feel like it's not available to them, and they feel like it's unfair, like you have some sort of favor. How do people secretly feel? Yeah, we have the Hermit. Like, yeah, you're prudent, you're private, you're selective. That's how they secretly feel about you. You're very selective with who you share your time, your energy, and your resources, okay? How do people secretly feel about you? Some of them, they secretly feel like you're a snob. We have the Death card, Scorpio energy. So you could be Scorpio, Virgo. We have Gemini, Virgo as well. So Virgo twice, Libra, Taurus. Okay, you could be any of those signs. Could be Capricorn as well. You're powerful here. You're resilient. That's how people secretly feel about you. Like you're somebody who could withstand a great deal of pain or endurance. Like you have endurance here with the Death card. So how do people secretly feel about you? Just one card, please. Ooh, we have the Hierophant. Okay, yeah, they feel like you're somebody. They secretly feel like you're a goody two shoes, or you're traditional. Especially with the Knight of Pentacles being here twice, the Knight of Pentacles is not gonna cut corners. He's gonna do things properly. So if he has to do a training, let's say you have to do a training, right? And the training is 3 hours. You're going to do the training, the 3 hour training. You're not going to try to pretend like you did the training just to cut corners. You're not going to do that. You're going to do it methodically. So this is what people secretly feel about you. You're methodical. You're practical. Okay. So how do people secretly feel about you? Wow. We have the Lovers. Your values are in alignment. Some people secretly feel like you would be the ideal lover as well. You're you stay true to yourself. How do people secretly feel? Yeah, Ace of Cups. You do have suitors. You do have people that see you as potential suitor, a potential lover. but also a not only a potential lover, but someone who they could see themselves growing with. You definitely give off wifey, husband material energy. How do people secretly feel? We have the Ten of Wands again. They feel like you are a challenge to keep up. They can't keep up with you. That's why we have the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. They feel left out. They feel neglected. They feel triggered by you. How do people secretly feel about you? Yeah, with the Five of Swords, it's definitely triggered. We have the Nine of Cups. They feel like your wish fulfillment. Either they want your life, or they desire you as a person, like who they would want to be with as like a partner. But they feel like you are a challenge. Like you're not easily accessible. That's how they secretly feel about you. Yeah, you trigger a lot of people with the Five of Swords. How do people secretly feel about you? Wow, Knight of Pentacles is here like 3 times. My gosh, my pile number 3. Prudent, practical, dependable. Yeah, that's how they secretly feel about you, but you take your time. Once you commit, so you're loyal. You don't change your mind, okay? But you're slow to commit. That's what I'm getting here. You're slow to commit, but once you make up your mind and you make a decision, that's it. But that's the reason why you're slow. You don't want to be impulsive and then realize that that idea or that path or this person was not actually what you wanted, right? So you rather be cautious and take your time, and then eventually when you're certain, that's when you take that leap. That's when you take that route. Okay, so how do people secretly feel about you? Just one more card, please, Spirit. Four of Swords. Yeah, you're calm, cool, and collected under pressure. That's how they secretly feel about you. You're not somebody who could be easily rattled or easily influenced or triggered. You're the one who's doing the triggering, like you're the one who triggers people, but you're not easily triggered. People cannot get under your skin like that. You have like tough skin, especially with the Taurus energy here, because we have Taurus like 4 times, because we have Taurus 3 times with the Knight of Pentacles and the Empress. Okay. So that's all I have for you, my pal number 3. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number 3. Bye.